Hello, I'm Stephen Fair, the National Accommodation Manager here at Park Resorts. We've put this DVD together to help you to understand our expectations of what you should be doing when checking the units of accommodation on your park. This DVD will take you through a room-by-room guide of some of the things to look out for. The areas that you'll be covering is the cleanliness, maintenance and the inventory. The company expectation to check each unit of accommodation is around 10 minutes. As a supervisor, you'll be responsible for up to 30 units of accommodation on a changeover day. On an average changeover day with up to 30 units, you'll be checking for around 5 hours, so you should be looking to start your first check no later than 10 AM. At Park Resorts we have a staggered check-in system, with golds and platinums being ready for 1:30, silvers ready for 2:30 and bronze units being ready for 4 o'clock. With this in mind, you need to prioritise your cleaners and your checking to follow this system. The ideal time for you to take your lunch break would be at 12 o'clock. This gives you an hour after your lunch break finishes at 12:30 to check any remaining platinum or gold units so they can be ready and checked prior to the 1:30 arrival time. If you've checked your first unit at 10 AM, you should be expected to be finished by 3:30. This gives you half an hour just in case you have any issues needing to send cleaners back, enabling you to get all of your units back for 4 o'clock for the bronze check-in.
Would you please remember to check all round your door frames, especially at the bottom, to make sure there's no build-up of dirt and grime, because that's the first thing the customers will see.
You then need to move on to the upholstery, making sure that it's all dry, there's no rips, there's no stains, all the boards are okay, not damaged, and it's comfortable for people to sit on.
I'm just rubbing my hand over the lino floor to make sure that it's clean, as it's quite difficult when you stood up to see how dirty it is. As you can see, the cleaner has mopped the floor in this van. Can you please check all these areas? As you can see, it's clean, and please could you also check air vents and all high dusting areas. Can you also please remember to check all your windows, all the frames, also open your windows, check all outside the grooves to make sure that there's no build-up of debris, and also could you please remember to check behind all your seats and all the wood.
You need to check the TV, making sure that the remote control is working. Just flick through a few of the channels to make sure that the signal's okay and there's going to be no problems. You then need to check the gas fire. You need to make sure you light the gas fire, making sure the ignition's okay, checking for any damage around the fire surround, making sure it's not scratched, there's no dents, there's no rust.
When you come back into the caravan, your cleaner will have left your daybed out for you, so you can give it a thorough check to make sure that it has been done, and then please put away. Could you also please check all surfaces to make sure that they have been cleaned and there's no debris on them. Behind TVs, mirrors to make sure there's no smears, also inside your cupboards. We'd also like you to check all the walls and skirting boards to make sure that there's no marks, scuffs on them, things like that. Could you also please check all your ceilings, corners for cobwebs and marks, and also your lights and the domes to make sure there's no flies in them. We're now going to check the fridge. We'll check the front first to make sure there's no rust or damage, and we'll pull it out. to make sure that there's nothing behind it. Now we're going to check inside the fridge to make sure that it's clean and there's no rust or damage. We also don't forget to check the freezer. We're now going to check the kettle and toaster to make sure that they are clean. The toaster needs to be clean and free of crumbs, and the kettle needs to be emptied. We're now going to check the sink to make sure that it's clean and free of debris, especially around the plug hole. We're now going to check the microwave. Please check all your tops and sides behind the microwave to make sure that there's no food or debris bit underneath, and also inside, and please make sure you look up. We're now going to check the cooker plus the cooker hood. Please check for grease. We're going to check the backsplash for grease, cooker top for food and grease, inside the grill, and also inside the cooker. We're now checking all our inventory. First thing is the glasses. We're checking all the glasses to make sure that they all match and that they're all clean. Then crockery. We're checking once again to make sure that it all matches and that it's all clean, to make sure there's no stains in your cups. Also, please check the plates to make sure they're clean and they all match. Could you also please check washing up bowl, drainer, inside all your cupboards to make sure it's all matching, it's all clean, it's all neat and tidy. We're now going on to your cookery. Please check that it's all clean and that all the items are there. And especially teaspoons, please check. The utensils, can you please make sure that they're all matching and that they're either silver or we do a plastic, they all have to match. There's just one final check, and that will be that the cleaning equipment we're leaving for the customers. These are your last items to check. There is a brush, a dustpan and brush, a mop and bucket. Could you also please check to make sure that your mop head is usable and clean. The area is in the double bedroom. We're now checking the hallway. Can you please check all your walls for marks, doors, lights, ceilings, skirting boards, and also the boiler cupboard. Could you please make sure that it's been either hoovered or mopped? We're now checking the toilet. Could you please make sure that there's a toilet roll in? Check the toilet to make sure there's no marks or stains. Please do underneath and behind the toilet. I'm now checking the sink. Can you please make sure that your taps are nice and clean at the top, around, underneath. They're shined up, there's no scale, your backsplash underneath the sink, tops, and that there's no smudges on your mirror. Could you please make sure that all your blinds, ceilings, skirting boards and walls are all clean as well. Showers. Can you please make sure that the shower door is clean, there's no watermarks, all the grooves areas are clean. Inside the shower, make sure all your chromes are shiny, the plug hole's free from debris. We're now checking the bedroom. Can you please do like you've done through the rest of the van? Your skirting boards, walls, lights, all the wood. Make sure that the bed's made to our company standards and that the card is on the bed.
You need to check the gas certificate in the holiday, making sure that it's the correct one and it's in date. We also need to ensure that the boiler is lit .
This DVD has taken you through the basic expectations for your role as an accommodation supervisor. Your accommodation manager will provide further training on Park.